Alright, welcome everyone to this stream. Got a great show for you today. So, it's time to get back to our song reviews. That's right. Maria Olivares, bienvenida. Thank you so much. I will hand her the virtual rose. Thank you. That's really sweet of you. Thank you so much. Life is all about happiness. I hope you're as happy as possible. And to everybody else listening in. So we got a Friday quickly coming up. So I'm going to do something fun. And that's to look at some really great songs from the Rolling Stones. I chose my favorite as always. So we had the Bee Gees, Elvis, and now the Rolling Stones. I wasn't even born when the Rolling Stones were first started, so. But I love the era of the 50s, 60s, and 70s, especially the 80s. 90s were great too, really fun times. Even the early 2000s. But the whole war on terror just really brought melancholy across the whole world, and it just started going downhill, but still some good songs here and there, just not nearly as many as in the past. I mean, it was just hit after hit after hit. The top 20 before smartphones were a thing. It's nothing bad against smartphones and technology. It's just, it was a different time to be alive. People respected you more. People listened to what you have to say. People joined you in activism and just having a good time, picnics, you name it. It was just such a great time to be alive. I feel honored and grateful to have been alive in a time of the 80s, the early 80s, just when the 70s were wrapped up. And, it's kind of like I feel like I was supposed to have been an adult back then, but it's okay. I feel like a hero these days. I have to be in this time. It's sad because the youth doesn't listen too well. The older folks have given up on life, and a lot of sadness these days. A lot of immaturity too. So but I meet a few gems. Along the road of. It's not loneliness because I'm doing really great. It's just a sad world when you step outside. It's just. It's like, what's wrong with people? It's supposed to be, but it's the sign of the times. The economy is always bad, and so long gone are the days where the economy was doing great and people were going to the malls and, having fun. Residual income was at its best, and you could spend on so many things, not just materialism, but spending to have a good time, going to a hotel for a good week, or two. Things were affordable. So anyways, enough about that. Let's get into the Rolling Stones and see, it's just kind of how could you not open up with the sign of the times? Because those were great times to be alive, the Rolling Stones. And, as the ages go by, they just diminish and they start dying one by one, two by twos, and that's it. That's the end of the chapter. But you know what? They're forever going to be remembered. And that's why I wrote my own book, and I made my own movie. About life and love, and I'll be making some more in the future. But you know, if anything happens to me, just like Rolling Stones members and Beatles and everybody as they start fading away, at least they're immortalized. So hopefully I can be immortalized as well. You know, it's not about me, it's about the messages. So for them, it's about their songs and their messages too. We're all artists, and as artists, our message is everything. So let's go ahead and get right into it, shall we? Boom. Don't get scared. That's just them when they were a lot more youthful. So let's go ahead and get into this, shall we? A lot of talent here. Our first song, I chose the top 6. I was going to choose only 5, but I got carried away with 6. It takes a long time to prepare. Actually, maybe over an hour to prepare for sure, these types of streams, because there's so much detail. The Rolling Stones, As Tears Go By. That's going to be our first song analysis here. The lyrical analysis. And it's such a sad song, you know. I remember it's very slow as tears go by, and he's just sitting there. We're going to look at the lyrics. Let's go ahead and take a look. It is the evening of the day. I sit and watch the children play. Smiling faces I can see, but not for me. I sit and watch as tears go by. Very powerful. Very sad. The music is just so... it gets you there. It's just like, oh my goodness, you alright, buddy? My riches can't buy everything. I want to hear the children sing. All I hear is the sound of rain falling on the ground. You know that rain is the most popular word used in every single song in history. Rain. Remember that. I sit and watch as tears go by. And tears kind of, you know, coincide with the rain. Tears and rain falling down, right? It is the evening of the day. So doing things I used to do. So he's in a state of reminiscing. They think are new. I sit and watch. Yeah, there you go. So the innocence of being young. You know, doing things I used to do. They think they are new. So you remember the time when you first ran to the playground and you were so excited. The first time this, the first time that. Riding a bike, you name it. And for us gamers, you know, the first time you ripped open that Nintendo or that Atari or Commodore 64, Super Nintendo, PlayStation 2, 3, 4, 5 even, if you guys are young today, for you teenagers out there listening and tuning in. And yes, Maria Olivares, thank you so much. Life does go by way too fast. You know, I'm an anti-time believer, but I'm going to see where it takes me. I'm going to remain as youthful as possible in this crazy life. Let's go ahead and take a looking of the meaning of As Tears Go By. Let's see if we're right. Is it really all melancholy? So, it is, there it is, a melancholic ballad by the Rolling Stones that explores the theme of nostalgia and the passage of time. It reminds me of sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the time roll away. That's another great song. The song is essentially about the singer's longing for a happier time when he was young and carefree, but now he finds himself alone, unfulfilled, and disconnected from the world around him. This is why I bring this up as a theme, as a series rather. It reminds us that the importance of meaning and purpose in this life. There's a lot of depression out there, and so people feel down, depressed, lonely, and that's why I push the whole soulmate theme, because love will cure all of this. You won't have a time like this if you're in love. You see what I'm saying? If you're in love, you won't have to worry about stuff like this, these feelings, these negative feelings, right? It's okay to reminisce. It's okay to have a time of nostalgia, you know, but not too much. You get my drift? You have to live as much as possible with the positive feelings in life. So let us continue. In the first verse, the singer observes children playing happily, but their joyful faces only serve to highlight his own sense of isolation and sadness. He feels like an outsider, watching from a distance, unable to fully participate in the happiness around him. As his tears flow, he realizes that his wealth and material possessions cannot buy him true happiness or fulfillment. Yes, people out there working so much trying to get that dollar, it's not going to buy you happiness. You'll have higher bills to pay, more taxes to pay. But in the end, it's just not worth it. You'll be that old person in that Lamborghini if that's what your dream is, and who's by your side, right? The second verse suggests that the singer is unable to relive the experiences of his past, and he longs to hear the sweet songs of children, but all he hears is the sound of rain falling on the ground. The singer is confronted by the harsh reality that time moves on and things change, but he is unable to find joy in the present moment. Ultimately, the song captures the feeling of loss and regret that comes with growing older and the powerful emotions evoked by the realization that the past cannot be regained. It is a poignant and introspective song that speaks to the universal human experience of longing for a past that can never be fully recaptured. Right. So you have to enjoy life moment by moment. And that's tough for a lot of people to do. There's so many people living in the past, they can't live in the moment. Or they're worried about the future, they can't live in the moment. This is more common than what one may think. And this is worldwide. People are stuck. That's why I say mental health. Religious extremists, they're all worried about death and their sins and condemning others to hell, whoever doesn't believe. It's like, can you just not live in the moment peacefully? And then also other people who, they want to get rich quick, they're willing to throw everybody under the bus. It's like, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Yeah, you might succeed and become famous, rich and famous, but who's to your left and right? Do you remember the faces, the experiences, the conversations, the happy moments when you laugh together with colleagues and friends and your loved one, hopefully? Hopefully you have a potential soulmate by your side and eventually become soulmates. That should be the goal. The priority right there. Above fame and fortune. Live in the moment, people. So, let's take a look at the second song analysis here. That was an easy one. Let's see. Let's Spend the Night Together. This one's a little bit an uppity beat. No longer depressing. Alright. Don't you worry about what's on your mind. Oh my, I'm in no hurry. I can take my time. Oh my. Oh my. I'm going red, and my tongue's getting tired. Oh, okay. He's probably like flushed with lust or anxiety or nervousness. Tongue's getting tied. I'm off my head. I'm high, but I try, oh my. No, it's not to have to deal with drugs, okay, people? Let's keep going. Let's spend the night together. Now I need you more than ever. Let's spend the night together now. I feel so strong that I can't disguise. Oh my, let's spend the night together, but I just can't apologize. Don't hang me up and don't let me down. We could have fun just grooving around and around. Okay, let's keep going on to the second part. You need some guiding, baby. Rolling Stone says baby quite a bit. Baby. I'm just deciding now. I need you more than ever. Doesn't happen to me every day. No excuses offered anyway. I'll satisfy your every need. There you go. And now I know you will satisfy me. Okay, yeah, that's what it's about. Now I need you more than ever. Okay, and that's it. Let's see what's the meaning behind this song. Is it really just a night together and that's it? Interpreted as a passionate plea for sexual intimacy. That's what I thought it was about. See, when you're younger, you don't see these things. You don't hear these. Rather, you don't detect these things when you're younger. I started listening to the Rolling Stones when I was a teenager, so now I get it. The lyrics express a desire to spend the night together and satisfy each other's needs, while acknowledging the taboo nature of such a proposition. The repeated my in the opening sets an urgent tone, and the line, I'm in no hurry, I can take my time, suggests a willingness to indulge in a lengthy, pleasurable encounter. Right, you want to enjoy intimacy, you don't want to rush it. The verses express a sense of excitement. I'm high, but I try, and confidence. I feel so strong that I can't disguise, but also a possible sense of nervousness. There you go. So I was right about that. The chorus reinforces the desire to spend the night together repeatedly, creating a sense of urgency and passion. That's what life is all about, people, passion. This is also reinforced by the bridge, which suggests the narrator is guiding their partner. Yeah, that was an interesting part of the song. I didn't catch that before. And is sure that they need each other now more than ever. Straightforward, sexually charged song that emphasizes the physical connection between two people. It captures the excitement and anticipation of a passionate encounter, while also acknowledging the potential risks and obstacles that may stand in their way. Interesting. I love this analysis, you know. It's more than just a song. But it's time to go to a very famous one. That's right, Paint It Black. And if you didn't know it was coming up, now you know. This is an interesting song, almost relating to As Tears Go By. It's not really melancholy this time, though. Why paint it black? Because black is, you know, associated with darkness, negativity, right? Let's see what happens here. So, I see a red door and I want it painted black. This is like Vietnam times. Vietnam. No colors anymore. I want them to turn black. I see the girls walk by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. There you go. So he can't get into the girls, because, dating scene, because he's not feeling it. Right? And, this is such a great song because it paints, this is what we're living in these days. There's so many people living in black. Everything's black. Their heart is black. It's darkness. It's a better description than the word black. They're living in darkness is what I'm saying. They're lost. And it's sad. It really is sad because darkness is not what we're meant to live. We're meant to live in happiness, the complete opposite. But it's c'est la vie, right? That's how life is. Until the darkness goes. Yeah, if it does go. Some people, it never goes away. I see a line of cars, and they're all painted black with flowers. And my love, a lot of people forget this line, both never to come back. There you go. That's the key part of this song. With flowers and my love. Yeah, so everything's black. And that very important part with flowers and my love, both never to come back. Really, really sad stuff. But he seems like he's really sure about that. And unfortunately these days, a lot of people are living that reality. They're pretty sure that their love is never going to return. And I always tell them, yes, it can. You can't live your life as a loser. Because that's what a loser is. You just give up. And so life is giving you all this life to live. And you insist that love doesn't exist anymore. No, it does. So get back up, right? I've seen people turn their heads and quickly look away. Like a newborn baby, it just happens every day. I look inside myself and see my heart is black. This is really deep stuff. A lot of people ignore these parts. I see my red door, must paint it black. And then let's continue on here. Gets even deeper. Maybe then I'll fade away and not have to face the facts. So you got to face your fears, man. It's not easy facing up when your whole world is black. And they played this song during kind of go with the PTSD from the soldiers that they were going through, the soldiers. And also the harsh political environment back then too. So it's kind of similar to these days anyways. No more will my green sea go turn a deeper blue. I could not foresee this thing happening to you. If I look hard enough into the setting sun, my love will laugh with me before the morning comes. I see a red door, want to paint it black, no colors anymore. There's a really part, I think he says I look inside my soul and see my heart is black. Let's take a look at that part. Maybe I'm wrong about that. It says black as night, black as coal. I want to see the sun blotted out from the sky. So black, I'm not sure if he says soul in here. I could have swore he says I take a look inside my soul and see my... Maybe it's his heart is black. Oh, I look inside myself. I thought it was... Okay. Gotcha. So let's look at the meaning of painted black. The singer's deep sadness and despair, where he wants to paint his life in black, a metaphor for his depression and feelings of hopelessness. Yeah, there you go. How he has turned his head away from the vibrant summer sights. He cannot face them due to the darkness of his own heart. He then wishes for the sun to be blotted out as he longs for a world that more accurately reflects the darkness within himself. This song serves as an expression of the singer's deep sadness and despair, and by wishing for his world to be painted black, he's conveying his inability to escape his depression. So really deep stuff here, and very powerful song. But let's go ahead and move on. And let's see if they get happier tone. Heart of Stone. Now I think Heart of Stone is a more confident song here. Take a look at the lyrics. See if I'm correct here. There have been so many girls that I have known. Oh, great. Hopefully your life is not like that. Guys, you gotta be a sniper in this life. Don't be a machine gunner. You'll know what I mean if you know what I mean. I've made so many cry. Oh boy. Heartbreaker. And still I wonder why. Here comes the little girl. I see her walking down the street. She's all by herself. I try and knock her off her feet. But she'll never break, never break, never break, never break this heart of stone. Oh no, no. This heart of stone. What's different about her? I don't really know. No matter how I try, I just can't make her cry. Because she'll never break this heart of stone. Alright, let's see where this is going. It looks like he's just scared to love again. I mean, I could be right about that. He repeats the same thing. Don't keep on looking that same old way. If you try acting sad, you'll only make me glad. What? Better listen, little girl. See, this is little girl is kind of like, you know, it's like a punitive little remark. It's like belittling, right? So I think he's been burned once. And that's why I tell people, yeah, you think you're happy dating all these girls, but you're not. You're not fooling anybody. Hot shot, right? Saying, oh yeah, I'm living la vida loca, you know, just dating all these, you know, girls. No, you're not. I don't care how good the sex is, the relationship is. You're only fooling yourself. You know, a man is not judged by how many partners he's had. That means how many failures you've had. You can't just find one right person. Have you no wisdom, no intuition to find the one that's right for you? Where's your head? Because if it's between your legs, then you're going to be through all these girls and you're going to end up all miserable and all bitter. And you're going to take it out on it's a gender war. You're going to take it out and hate women forever, be a loser for the rest of your life, complaining about this and that, and you think it's all macho. Oh, women are this, women are that. They're all over the place. It's pathetic. So this is kind of like reflecting on that type of attitude here. You know, this overprotected, you know, like this, what is it called? This paranoid, insecure feeling, you know, about, you know, loving again, right? Get over it. Treat the next person with fairness and equality. All right? Don't bring your baggage into the new relationship, a potential new relationship, that is. So, let's see. Better listen, little girl. You go on walking down the street. Okay. What's wrong with her, man? I ain't got no love. There you go. I ain't the kind to meet. Of course, no, you aren't. Because you'll never break this heart of stone. You know, this song is really cool. It sounds cool. But looking at the lyrics now, you better go home because you'll, you know, let's see what the whole meaning is. Am I right? That delves into the theme of emotional detachment and the inability to form a deep, lasting connection with others. Yeah. Talk about like antisocial here. The lyrics describe the narrator's experiences with numerous girls. That's the bad part. Slow down, boy. Damn. Leaving them hurt and wondering why he can't seem to feel the same emotions. Of course, because you're doing it all wrong. That's why I'm here. To help people who are living life in the fast lane like, oh, there's no such thing as a soulmate. I'm dating all these chicks. You'll be back. You'll be back. However, when he encounters a particular girl, he finds himself unable to affect her in the same way. She possesses a resilience and strength that make her impervious to his attempts to break her heart. The repeated assertion that she will never break this heart of stone suggests that the girl has built up walls around herself. The girl? Protecting her from emotional vulnerability and preventing the narrator from getting close to her. Oh, okay. Well, you know, she could have her issues too. Despite his attempts to knock her down or elicit an emotional response, she remains steadfast. Well, gotta be prepared for that. Let's continue on to the meaning. The narrator warns the girl not to continue looking at him in the same way or trying to make him feel sad, as it only bring him satisfaction rather than genuine remorse. Oh yeah, there's another song by the Rolling Stones that I like, is I Can't Get No Satisfaction. A very important song to go study. I didn't put it in this list because it's not really to deal with love, but it does. But pretty much the lyric says it all. And, you know, it's much easier to understand that life is not about just satisfaction. It's about meaning and purpose, fulfillment, that soul connection to your love. And people who run away from that are just living in denial and misery, melancholy, you know, what is it called? Mediocrity. Go ahead and deny it all you want, but you're going to end up finding out the hard way that you need a soulmate by your side. Sorry. It's just a fact of life. The outro reinforces the notion that the girl will never be able to break the narrator's heart of stone. Stark realization that she should go home and move on because her attempts to reach him will be fruitless. However, overall, Heart of Stone reflects a sense of emotional detachment, resilience, and the inability for him. We already heard that. Let's see. He himself cannot be moved or affected by others. Sounds like Painted Black. Oh, Rolling Stones. Alright, so, Time Is On My Side. Let's go ahead and take a look at this song. I really like this song. Take a look into it. Yes, it is. Now, you always say that you want to be free, but you'll come running back. Said you would, baby. You'll come running back. Back to me. Yeah, time is on my side. Yes, it is. You're searching for good times, but just wait and see. You see, this probably is what I was talking about. Let's see. About fooling around until you realize that I'm the one for you, right? Go ahead, baby. There's the baby. Go ahead. And light up the town. I do anything your heart desires. Remember, I'll be around. Yeah, this reminds me of a cool military commercial back in the day. It says, you know, 1940s or 30s theme. He's like, she'll be back, and I'll be here, waiting. That confident guy that meets a girl at the bar and is like, it didn't go really good, and then he's like, she'll be back. Because I got the real love, the kind you need. There's a lot of confidence in this one. That's pretty much what it's about, right? Let's see the meaning. Apparently there's a long explanation for this. Simple song, very simple song. Patience, confidence, and the power of love to withstand the passage of time. The narrator in a relationship where their partner frequently expresses a desire for freedom or independence. However, despite their desires, the narrator asserts that time is on their side and that their partner will ultimately come running back to them. Mantra to reinforce the narrator's belief that they have the advantage in the relationship. They are confident. Yeah, that's what I sensed. The word confidence. I think I said that. That's what I got from that song. That their partner will realize the value of their love and return to them. This belief is further emphasized. You'll come in. The bridge of the song: pursue their desires and enjoy life to the fullest, assuring them that the narrator will always be around. Willing to wait patiently for their partner's return, knowing that they will eventually come back. Yeah. So, this also happens and vice versa. You know, sometimes it's the woman who does this. Be like, okay, go ahead, go mess around with those other gals, but I'll be here waiting because I know you're going to fail. It's interesting. It's interesting because, you know, what if that's your soulmate and you go around goofing around with other women, and then you're like, maybe she is the one for me. What am I doing, right? It's kind of a stupid way to realize, you know, where you're going. If someone loves you that much and is patient enough to wait for you like that, knowing that you're having relationships with other people and saying, you know, I'll wait for you to come to your senses. I mean, it's kind of strange if you ask me, but to each their own, right? It's a strange way to show love and to fall in love in the end if they come back together. You can wait all you want, but sometimes you'll be waiting forever. They never come back because they're too stupid to realize that, you know, that was the one all the time. She was right there in front of your face. You didn't want to realize it. And it could be too late at that point because you wanted to go goofing around with a dozen chicks just because. Have fun. It's the same as prostitution, pretty much. You're just messing around. It's not going to go anywhere. So, these guys who don't know what they want, I call them machos. They have no idea what they want. They just go next. These meaningless relationships until they finally realize, maybe they don't realize, that's the sad part, that they're just wasting their life away. You know, it's the same as renting an apartment instead of investing in a home, but that's different. But it's similar parallelism. The final verse highlights the strength of the narrator's love, describing it as real and capable of fulfilling their partner's needs. I got the real love, the kind that you need. Yeah, reinforcing their conviction that their partner will come back to them. So, there you go. I think it suggests that the narrator's unwavering belief in their love will eventually lead to their partner coming back. Okay, we got that. Let's go ahead to the next song, Wild Horses. And this will be the last song analysis for the Rolling Stones. Wild Horses was just one of those songs that I'm like, hey, wait a minute, I like that song. And so I wanted to bring this in instead of I Can't Get No Satisfaction, which you guys can pretty much evaluate for you guys' own. These take a long time to prepare, so I just wanted to... I selected Wild Horses because I really did want to see what the meaning is behind this one. Let's go ahead and see what's it about. It's just a very pleasant song. It's very pleasant. Childhood living is easy to do. The things you wanted, I bought them for you. Graceless lady, you know who I am. You know I can't let you slide through my hands. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. I didn't know about dragging away. I thought he says just running away or something. That's interesting. I watched you suffer a dull aching pain. You know, there's this funny website called Misheard Lyrics. I think it's still up there, and everybody puts in what they think the song, what they heard in the song, and there's so many hilarious misinterpretations of the lyrics. You guys just gotta go check it out. It started as misheardlyrics.com. Now there's a lot of websites with the same misheard lyrics. And just reading them you can actually submit your own interpretation of what you thought you heard from the song until you actually looked at the lyrics. And you could see, whoa, I was way off. What the heck was I thinking? It's amazing. Misheardlyrics.com. Go check it out or just Google it. Let's see. Now you've decided to show me the same. So I watched you suffer a dull aching pain. Now you've decided to show me the same. Interesting. Is this another Pain song? Jeez, the Rolling Stones This is more painful songs than Elvis. No sweeping exit. And by the way, Elvis, just to really knock that out of the park here, I didn't know that he was having multiple affairs, but one could imagine, right? That's what they say. Who knows if it's true? But it seems that he made his lifestyle obvious, so I don't know. I wasn't there. That's what they say. So as far as his love life that I was curious about, upon further research, it sounds pretty bad. Even though it was just one marriage. So, I don't know. With the Rolling Stones, what do you expect? Do you expect these guys to be faithful too? You know, fame can really do a number on celebrities. They're probably not going to be loyal to anybody. Just keep that in mind, which is pretty obvious, but many people forget that because they hold these people as idols, right? I'm simply analyzing the lyrics, you know, for lyrical value. No sweeping exit or offstage lines could make me feel bitter or treat you unkind. Okay, well, we'll see what they mean. We'll see what they mean. Let's continue. This is a pretty interesting song. I didn't know there was so much into this. I know I've dreamed you a sin and a lie. I have my freedom, but I don't have much time. Faith has been broken. Tears must be cried. What, did he write this on a Sunday? Going to church? Let's do some living after we die. Oh, yeah, he probably did. Oh, my goodness. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. This is really interesting. Let's see what the heck is being discussed here. My goodness. Is a song of love and loyalty. Oh, okay. So wild horses can't. Okay, but yeah, but he's talking about pain in there. It references the powerful bond between two individuals who will remain devoted to one another, no matter the obstacles that stand in their way. That's quite some obstacles, though. You know, they hurt each other so bad. The lyrics illustrate how one person will do anything for the other. Well, that's what it's about. Anything. Even though the relationship may have had its issues. There you go. Well, they really emphasize that part. In the chorus, the singer expresses his feelings of unwavering commitment and fidelity, proclaiming that wild horses couldn't drag me away from his lover. The song ultimately serves as a testament to the strength of love and the resilience of relationships, even in the face of hardship. Okay. Well, I stand corrected. Well, this has been a very interesting analysis of the Rolling Stones. And I sure as heck enjoyed it. Definitely some misheard lyrics on the Wild Horses, but nothing too... I just like the song. I like the sound of the song. What can I say? So, tell me what you think about the Rolling Stones or Elvis and the Bee Gees that I went over in the previous 2 episodes. This is the 3rd installment of song reviews and much more to come. And I try to keep all these topics balanced until we reach 10 episodes of each. And then from after that 10 episodes, I'm just going to go into just straight live streams with different topics. I don't think they're going to fall within... you know, any other. I just want to complete these series, 10 each, and have a solid playlist, and then we'll just go freelance from there. How does that sound? And yeah, hope everybody's having a great day. And tomorrow is Friday, so enjoy. And yeah, much love to everybody who tuned in and had a good time. I know we had a break in the stream. I'll go ahead and fix that later. But thanks for attending, and have fun out there. Love everybody. Thanks for watching.